Welcome to AwakeningYOU channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Hello, Divine Ones, we greet you in love, and we are happy to be here in this moment of CO creation, conscious CO creation. We value you in all that you are and all that you in your distinct and most beautiful human focus are becoming. We love that we see you allowing more of your life to flow, and for some of you, you're really starting to feel how your life can be easy. Today, we want to talk about ease, and we want you to realize that ease is available to you. Ease, like all qualities of experience, is a choice, and that choice is a frequency state that you can choose and allow yourself to experience by aligning to it. Alia has been having the most liberating, insightful moments lately, which we wish to share and talk about here because they relate to ease. She has been realizing as she ponders different ways she might like to express herself and has been playing with imagining all the different ways that might manifest that she actually doesn't have to figure out what exactly would be the answer that accommodates all her desires. Meaning she doesn't have to find the solution that will give her everything she wants. She's thinking about where she lives. She's thinking about the fact that it's getting a lot hotter here. She's thinking about how much she loves her apartment but how she wants different things, more space to paint, and she's been feeling like she also has to figure out what that solution looks like and then line up with the solution. But then she had the realization she doesn't have to figure out the solution. It dawned on her early in the day a few days ago, after meditating. No surprise there. Smile, that she can simply allow all that she is to guide her. That she doesn't have to know what the solution looks like in order to manifest the solution. This seems very obvious, but it was profound, and we share it here because it's about ease and it's a good example of how you too can let go of trying to figure everything out, which most of you are still doing. It came into her awareness in a way that was elating and is now quite exciting that she is, of course, like you, always commenting on life. You are always, emitting clear messages about your preferences. Always adding to and further refining who you wants to be, and how you want to be, and how you might want to be here, and how you might like to live here. The exciting thing was realizing that the fullness of her being is now all of that, has come into a fulfilled expression of the fullness of that, and can guide her. The fullness of your being can guide you, into your even better life. All you are can guide you into it and can do so with ease and grace. This happens when you decide to play your role and let creation play its part in all of this. Recently, we talked about you and you, the eternal you and the specific you. Today we're talking about the benefits of you getting that enough that you embrace your part, your role in this cosmic collaboration. When you embrace your part, you focus on feeling good and aligning and allowing your flow. When you choose this, you can let it be easy. This is a decision. It's a decision to live in a particular way. Do you see this? You can decide to let it be easy. Given your capacity to make decisions, you can decide to let it be easy to bring about an even better experience. You can decide to let it be easier to have the things you want. Doesn't that appeal to you? We thought it would. Isn't it interesting that you can use your will or light to let life be easier? We point that out because so often, the associations that human beings have with using your will has to do with things that you don't enjoy. What if you used your will to let life be easier, instead of thinking about your will like, I have to apply myself, and I have to discipline myself and make myself do what needs to be done, because that is how people typically feel they're supposed to use their will. What if you have, and actually indeed we say you do, a very different possibility available to you in regards to using your will, your divine, innate, empowered ability to choose. You could use that will by choosing to be decisive about living an easy, continually getting better, grace-filled life. If that were your desire, which we suspect for many of you it might be, here is how you might live out that decision. You would pay attention to how you feel. You would do things based on what feels right to you. You would pay attention to what already feels easy. You would make real and important what already is easy. You would notice and appreciate ease, and when something feels hard or not natural to you, you would withdraw your attention from it. When you start thinking things are going to be hard, you would notice that and you would withdraw your attention from that pattern of thought and consider that it might be easier, and you just hadn't let it be that way yet. You would allow yourself to start shifting your thoughts in new ways that align with having chosen to have an easy life. You would step away from what doesn't fit that vision and you would step into the things that do. We know that learning new ways of being requires some effort, some persistence, some willingness to develop new patterns of focus and new ways of being, so effort in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Truthfully, nothing is bad. We're trying to speak in words that make sense to you, and we know that for most of you effort gets associated with doing what you don't want and the idea of applying yourself. We want to remind you that striving can be joyous when you're doing something that you're excited about and really excited to be creating. Effort can be a joyous thing. It can be fun to apply yourself to what you've realized serves you and feels good to you and matters to you and assists and supports you in living the life you want. All of this is subtle because we want to tell you you can't really lie on the couch and wait for the doorbell to ring, and then when it does, open it to find your soulmate there with a bag of money and the keys to your new car. We know that most of you like that idea. You think that would be fun, but just for a moment, please consider what would be next. What would you want next? Because that moment would be fun, but then you'd want something else. You and your soulmate would want something else. You'd want fun and freedom and a place to live that's big enough for both of you, and you'd be all about creating something new, next, like as in, almost immediately. Oh, you and your embodied focus are all about, what's new? What's next? What's calling out to me? That's how it is. You're always going into more and next and better and now I want this. That's how the divine flow works. That is how you summon life force energy, by having something to focus on and line up with so that energy flows into your experience and into your realm of focus. You will always be finding new and different things that call out to you. They will be coming to you, and in this life, you can learn to let that be an experience of flow that is easy. When you do this, you start to have a really different relationship to the wholeness you are. You can learn to lean into creation and trust the wholeness you are. You can learn to really discover that the eternal you has your back, can guide you, and that you can really, reliably trust your emotions to tell you what's going on. You can learn to interpret your emotions accurately so you see them as indications of how aligned you are rather than something to be fixed or something to be afraid of. Then, when you get that, you start using your feeling state to tune the way you're focused, and you start to be able to line up with who you really are with more and more ease. And when you feel more and more ease, life gets easier. We want to point something out. Isn't it interesting that in the vision of life that we're describing that you don't have to fix things for them to change? Isn't that interesting? You can have a different experience without fixing what is. You can simply allow a different new experience to manifest. You can allow a new experience to manifest by changing the energy you are emanating, the energy standards you set. When you change your standards, life changes, and you change your standards by focusing differently. You'll know you've successfully started vibrating and emanating different standards when you feel differently consistently. When you feel better and you feel more like how you want to feel, then the things that show up in your life are going to amplify those feelings and be more like those feelings energetically, because that's how it works. What you give your attention to is what's active within your energy field. You have to give your attention to different things to get different manifestations and to feel differently, and we're suggesting today that you might use your will to do that. That you might choose that you're going to do all of this with ease, because to experience ease more often allows you to have the life that's really trying to come forth into your experience. Do you understand that there is a custom-made for you version of your life that's trying to show up, and it shows up in the parts of your life that you're relaxed about, but it's full-blown and it's trying to come forth? The eternal you is constantly present within you so that you can feel how you're doing vibrationally, and you can tune to alignment to let more of it flow. When you play your part, when you be the receiver and the chooser, when you allow what you've already chosen and choose more by being decisive and intentional about what you activate, when you pay attention to the things you like, and you pay less attention to the things that don't feel as good to you, things change. You can let creation deliver the best, and even better, and better still, versions of your custom-made life day in, day out by being in alignment more often. You choose to be in alignment more often by using your will, by using your capacity to choose decisively for your benefit. And, you can let it be easy. You can let it be easy. Then you just follow your heart without second-guessing your inner nudges and telling yourselves right away why you can't do what just occurred to you because this is how you're doing it right now. You get an idea. You get an idea out of the blue, and almost instantaneously you think, well, I can't do that, or you think, I can't do that today. I have too much to do today. Maybe tomorrow. Nope, not tomorrow. Well, maybe Thursday. Maybe Thursday I'll do that. It never happens, or on Thursday, you try to make it happen, but on Thursday is not the moment when you got the inspiration to do it, and it isn't going to be the way it could have been when you acted on it when you got the inspiration because on the day that it came to you, stuff was lined up. The ideas that come to you are synchronized with all of life, and the fullness of your being is delivering them to you as best as possible, meaning as you can receive. They come to you, the ideas you get, most clearly and thus, completely when you're in alignment, so your job is to get ready. You get ready by being happy, and you get ready by being easy, and you get ready by letting go and making choices that allow you to live in greater accord with who you truly are. This is really an experience of learning how to live an inner-oriented life and learning how to trust yourself and learning how to engage light or use your will to live from an inner compass. That is, we swear to you the best way you are ever going to know about what's next and how to accomplish the things that matter to you. With ease. All of this is available to you, that custom version of your best life with ease, and the decision to orient this way is yours. Only you can choose this. Only you can practice doing this so that it becomes a new way of being. Only you can tune into this level of experience within you. Only you can notice how you're feeling and practice interpreting your feelings accurately and practice living this way because you love yourself enough to do it for you. Those things that you've asked for, they are en route. They are trying to come into your manifest experience. The more you're in sync with all that you are, the more you allow yourself to connect with things that manifest in your life that express the fullness of your being. The fullness of your being expresses constantly everything you've said, I want that, about. The moment when you get a knowing and you take an action, and it results in an amazing and surprisingly wonderful thing, that moment? That's you being here as you intended to be here, and that can happen way more often, and it's just a matter of choice. We are complete.